it says it's recording, and that's... I hope it's recording. I've already had enough problems with this for once. So, this time I'm going to tell you guys about branching. For those of you that don't remember or actually do care, I'm Al Madright of Fort Nerd. And this is Creativerse. At least I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, a while back I made a taming collar. Sorry, I actually have to look at the keyboard in order to know what I'm doing. That's just how it is. I made a taming collar, but I didn't know what to do with it. But off screen, I played with it a little bit, and now I have a nice collection of tamed animals. So you can tame any animal in the game. You can tame the leaves, you can tame the pigs, you can tame the monsters, as long as they don't kill you first, which, trust me, they can and they will. You can even hunt down and tame a keeper, or keeper, if you're persistent enough. I was lucky. This guy fell into a hole and started running into the hole. As you can tell, once you've caught them, you need to feed them. They'll eat practically anything. And they do have a favorite food, but I'm not exactly sure what giving them their favorite food over other types of food actually does. You can give them anything that's edible. Mushrooms. I keep a giant stock of mushrooms, like, next to the pens, just for the sake thereof. You need to get back down there. I honestly don't even know what he's floating on. Ah, my cliff caught another pig. At least I think it's caught a pig. Is that my pig? No, it's not wearing a collar, it's not my pig. But anyway, quit putting torches everywhere and interact with the thing I told you to interact with. So you feed them, you can harvest stuff from them, and then you wash them off to repeat the process again for some reason. I don't know why you would necessarily need to wash them, but yeah, you need to wash them. So, since this specimen kindly donated itself to me, I will begin taming it. Basically, you sit there, and they beat the crud out of you for a while, until you tame them. And now that I've tamed it, well, you get the picture. The pens themselves, apparently it doesn't matter what it's constructed of. Fences, stone fences, what have you, they don't seem to be able to jump over it. But if you'd rather make a pen out of blocks, it needs to be at least 3 blocks tall. They will jump anything that is lower than 3 blocks tall. Again, I have tamed a lot of animals. One of the biggest glitches I have right now is the fact that the animals that I tamed to start with are not here. I tamed several different pigs, I tamed a couple of different leafies, and I tamed a lobster, or a rockster, or whatever you call it. But they're not with us right now. I don't know where they ran off to, or if they ran off at all, but they are no longer here. Which is what I'm upset about, because it took me forever to get that darn lobster. Stupid double looking at it. Any minute now they're going to say that they're complete, but I'll take the time to talk about some of the glitches that I've experienced. These gates do not work for me. It could just be because I'm acting dumb, but they don't seem to work. I open them, and they allow me to come into the pen, but they don't let me go back out. That probably sounds like a very dumb excuse, but here, let me show you if I can ever... See? I can walk in. Well, apparently I can't walk in just fine. Well, it didn't work like that to start with. So that might be something you need to look into. I could just be dumb. That's also a probable solution to this. But the glitches with the animals that I actually did have, that happened. And that should probably be looked into and fixed. Okay, next. Some of the other stuff I've been doing. I found a few mysterious crafting recipes, like this charged mining cell, which is apparently better than the other one, and I don't know why, but it's a little late for me to be getting that, considering I'm already most of the way into having a diamond cell as we speak. I also found another thing, this decorative wood wall, which I guess I could have made if I'd kept going in the crafting bench, but crafting table, but there are just some things I'm not interested in having, so there'll probably be some things that I never get. I've made some of the Arctech stuff, unlocked some more of that, and I found a fire pit. I'm not exactly certain what it does, but I guess I'll put that in my house at some point because it's there. Speaking of the crafting, like I've said, I'm already up to having a mostly diamond, most of the components to the diamond power core. And no, diamond is not the last tier of technology. So I've got all of this stuff except for the ice. I've been bumbling around in the Arctic regions for quite some time, and I haven't found any ice. But the lava, on the other hand, is actually much easier to find. Allow me to demonstrate. Down here in my mine area, again, I'm sorry for the glitchiness. Sorry for all the lag. It's apparently something wrong with my system. One of these days I need a shave. Okay, so we go all the way down here. For those of you that get easily disoriented, this is probably not the best part for you to watch, and I'm sorry, but I don't know why my system is acting like that. It really shouldn't be, but it is. Okay, so down here along this part, where you first find Ignis, is where you find iron. So from the spot where you find iron, if you go down a little lower, you'll find hardened lava, and that's part of what you need to pick up for it. As you can see, my heat sensor in the corner is going a little nuts because, after all, this is nearly the center of the Earth. I don't know why every single time I record, something has to pop up on my Steam. But anyway, you can quickly cool yourself down by placing snow and standing on top of it for a few seconds before it turns into water. As you saw there, it doesn't take very long at all. Much easier to traverse the snow than it is to traverse the lava. I guess that makes sense. I don't know. And surprisingly, it is very dark in here. It is very difficult for me to see. I have torches everywhere, even though all of the stuff gives off light. I knew you were around here somewhere, you little... I knew you were here somewhere. I just hate these things. These things are incredibly overpowered. Darn burning effect kills me like every single time. And of course now I'm out of potions, so there's nothing I can do about that. There should be a way down that... Darn it. Now I'm lost again. Oh boy. Okay, there it is. No, there it isn't. That's not what I was looking for. There it is. This torch over here. Next to this big thing of water, this is where I found diamonds for the first time. Diamonds a lot more rare, and takes a lot longer to get, but there's diamonds. And of course more hazardous to get too. Somebody's talking about me and they need to freaking stop. So anyway, like I said, in order to cool yourself down, you can use snow. And just sit on top of it for a while and your meter will slowly go down. But it won't last for long. Or at least it didn't last this long in rehearsal. Anyway, as you can see, there's a lot of lava around here. Hardened lava. You can put it in a furnace and use it as fuel. It's actually very handy to have some. It does provide a small amount of light, but I don't recommend you put it in your house. Oh, great, another one of those things. Jump! Jump for your life! I hate getting stuck on every single thing. Okay, we're out of here, because I don't think I can take that thing. Also, much harder to traverse in the lava because it's dark and you constantly need to put down torches. Ah, there we go. My creatures are now all blue and sparkly, which means they've done whatever it is they do in order to make them gatherable. And I've got those darn squeaky things all over me. didn't want to show you guys the house until it was actually done, but at this rate... Darn it. As you can see, I'm wearing the obsidian chest plate. I'd really like to make armor and actually have myself live through stuff, but I can't. I found an initially pretty good cache of obsidian, and I'm already out. Like, not completely out, but pretty much freaking out. I can't do very much with what I have left. It's also much harder to find iron and much harder to find diamond. Like, I have seriously only found that one patch of diamond.
Thankfully, that's all I need.
I keep getting confused. Why do I keep getting confused? This is my own freaking land. Any opportunity that the creatures get to try and escape, they will take. I guess that's kind of the point. So you set your tractor beam on them, and you can pick up the stuff from them. The creature's movement, not exactly the best. I did tell it to follow me, didn't I? Yes, I did. And you can see it's really not very good walk there. I figured I'd catch a keepa because they drop the stones to make the ultra fancy furniture and whatnot. But so far I haven't actually gotten any of that. There's a chest over there. I have gotten obsidian and wood and some other useful components, but not the stones, which I'm slightly disappointed about. Eau de Pixie, a smoldering gaze from across the room. A mysterious scent suffuses the air. Give to a torrid truffle affair. Eau de Pixie. Perfume? What? Okay, that's pretty frickin' odd. I'll check that out later. I should also find something to put down in this pen so that the dirt doesn't stay uneven. I've got a ton of this. Now, of course, all of the animals that I have drawn from are now very dirty, and they specially request a shower, which is where the shower head goes in. You will unlock all of these when you put in the different tier of power cells. Doesn't he just look charming? guys having fun breaking physics over there? Again with pressing the wrong button. So I set back to wander. I set this one back to wander. See, when they're on their own, they don't walk so badly, but when they're following you, it becomes a problem. Should probably get this one out of there too before they get any ideas. Yeah, there's a problem with creatures disappearing. And the gates act up on occasion.
I guess that's just me being dumb, though. It worked on camera.
And their walk cycle's pretty weird. Other than that, I don't have much else to report. I'm still running around and messing with stuff. I know that Diamond is not the final tier. They had more than 3 slots for the gauntlet. I really do. I don't want to have all this junk around here. I still have no freaking clue what these do. It says you can read it, and it's got this line of text, and that's about as much as I can figure. Other than that, I do have a new section of my house going. You saw the other 2 already. The first bit is a bit of a living room, and the next bit is where I keep my bed, and the last bit is probably going to be just where I keep a bunch of stuff for no actual reason. This is my current death count. And this is my farm. But weird thing that I found about the farm, well, not necessarily weird, but something interesting I found about the farm is now that I've finally actually had a pig, I've gotten the pig droppings. And as you can read in the tooltip, it is used to fertilize plants. So let's do that now, shall we? I believe my natural processor is right here. Also, I've had some plants disappear on me, and I don't know why. Oh, that's right, I don't have them yet. I've got to wait for them to be processed. I am sorry I've turned into such a scatterbrain today. I don't know what's with that. So, again, when you have your seeds, simply plant them. I don't know if you need water or not, but my experience from other games tells me you need water, so I put water here for them to use, if they should need it. Take your pig droppings, and would you look at that, they instantly grow a stage. So yeah, it is worth your while to capture at least 1 pig so that you can collect the droppings from it, so that you can use them as the fertilizer. Also, I have a place set up in the Arctic, but that's not much of a place to look at least not yet. I believe that's everything. To review branching, you go out into the wild and you shake the bell at them until they're tame. They can and will hurt you, so make sure you have as much HP as possible. You can tame anything, any sort of enemy, any sort of creature is apparently tameable. But again, you're going to die. Trust me, that lobster I tamed that one time took like 3 tries. Once you've tamed them, not killed them, once you've tamed them, you can keep them in your pens. Pens need to be 3 blocks tall or made of fence. And you feed them, and then you use your gauntlet to suck the stuff out of them, and then you use the gauntlet to clean them. And there it goes all over again. Diamonds and iron down below. And I think that's about it for now. Of course, I'm probably doing something wrong, or I really think that my animals disappearing like that is a glitch. But anyway, it's been nice seeing you guys. And I hope this video wasn't too nauseating for you.